clear, more clear or clearer in German language, for example, or in other language as well. So for example, in Arabic and Persian and Urdu. So in English, finite and infinite. I mean, if we go to etymology, it will become clearer. But in German language, for example, infinite is un, which is basically what English an is. In lich or lichkeit. So that is infinity. And from there you get finite is just endlich. I didn't put end there. So the kite is like T in English, so that becomes infinite. And if you take out un, which is negation term, then you have Endlichkeit. That is finitude. You don't say finity in English. So and finite is just endlich, something which has end or absences of an end, because end or limit in German is ende, like English. So English is the Germanic language, so a lot of vocabulary just from there. So in there it is clear that you get infinite just by negating. You're just putting. So real thing is finite. You have a positive conception of finite because you can see it. And the same is true for example, Arabic, Persian, and so mahdud in Urdu, Arabic, Persian mean limited or finite, or ghair mahdud in Urdu and Persian in infinite. So just put ghair, which just mean an. Or in Arabic, la mahdud. Obviously ghair is also Arabic word, but in this context I think it's more common to use la mahdud or la muntaha. Although for infinite there are more in Urdu, Arabic and Persian more positive terms as well, like abad, but then you can make abad ghair abadi. So from there you actually, from infinite you are making finite, but that doesn't mean you have that's a more positive conception of infinity anyway. What was I going to say? Okay, so that's what Iqbal is saying. Now, although infinite in English language it's not clear or obvious the negative nature of infinite, but if you go to its Latin roots, so finite is from finis, which does mean boundary and limit, and in is just like on. So it's without boundary, without terminal point, without ending, without limit, without end. So the same thing as German language there, but in English, from infinite, if you don't know the etymology, it's not clear. Although if they were to use unlimited, which is English, then that would be more clear, but it's not common to use unlimited in this context. Okay, so what is Iqbal saying? Iqbal is saying is that the argument really tries to reach the finite by merely negating, which is the other way of saying that they don't have any, the argument don't have, cosmological argument don't have any positive conception of infinite. They come at this conception merely by negating what is. And just negating what is doesn't really give you a positive conception of, or at least a fuller conception of what is. Okay, that's his point here. I'm not saying it is devastating for the argument.